Okay, I will call this meeting of the House Insurance Committee to order. There are a near record number of committee meetings today and this week, so members who serve on as many as 5 or 6 committees are spread out all over the Capitol. We may have people coming in and out, but we are going to begin with what we have. So, Alia, please take the roll.
Chair Warren,
Here.
Abney,
Designation.
Brennan,
Designation.
Cephas,
Designation.
Haddock,
Designation.
Kozorowski,
Designation.
Malagari,
Designation.
Mursky,
Designation.
Mullins,
Designation.
Monroe,
Designation.
Parker,
Designation.
Sappy, Scott,
Back to designation.
Venkat,
Designation.
Chair Pickett, Bernstein,
Designation.
Flood, Fritz,
Designation.
Griner,
Designation.
Kutz,
Designation.
Ledbetter,
Designation.
Nelson, Olsummer, Schmidt, Wattrow,
Designation.
Zimmerman.
And I'll add Representative Mullins is now here. As the first order of business, I will call up House Bill 1088. Joe, please, and
We have a quorum,
we
thank
have a
you.
quorum.
Yes.
So I'll call up House Bill 1088. Joe, please explain the bill.
House Bill 1088 requires health insurers to cover blood pressure monitors for pregnant and postpartum insureds. The bill does not discuss cost sharing or medical necessity, but because there are no restrictions on those programs, insurers may continue to impose cost sharing and medical necessity.
Thank you, Joe. And the question is, will the committee report the bill? Madam Chair, any comments?
No comments, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any discussion on the bill? So we'll vote on the bill. Are there any negative votes on the bill?
All of the Republicans.
Okay. And all Democrats, including myself, will be voting yes. We don't need to take the roll then, right? Okay. So we'll report that the bill passes 14-12, and the bill will be reported. Next up, I call up House Bill 1140. Joe, please explain the bill.
House Bill 1140 requires health insurance policies, Medicaid managed care plans, and CHIP managed care plans to cover contraceptive drugs, devices, products, and services, generally without cost sharing. Health insurers may impose utilization management consistent with federal and state law and guidance. The bill also provides for confidential communications, a standing order for over-the-counter emergency contraception and over-the-counter oral contraception, and a religious exemption.
Okay, we are joined by Representative Krueger, the Democratic Caucus Administrator, and also the prime sponsor of the bill. Representative Krueger, would you like to speak on the bill?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
To Chair Warren, Chair Pickett, and to the members of the House Insurance Committee, thank you so much for bringing up House Bill 1140 for a vote today. Last year, this bill was reported unanimously out of this Insurance Committee, and it got a strong bipartisan vote of 133 to 69 on the House floor. Unfortunately, the bill died in the Senate, so we're starting over again. We worked very hard last session to bring all the stakeholders together and negotiate the bill language. This is virtually the same language as what you voted for last session, and there's currently no known opposition. Simply put, this bill protects and codifies access to contraceptives here in Pennsylvania. That's why we named it the Contraceptive Access for All Bill. There are currently no protections in state law for contraceptive access, and we need to make sure that Pennsylvanians have access to the medications that they need. Contraceptives are used to prevent unplanned pregnancies, but they're also used to treat other medical conditions. Research shows that the clear non-contraceptive health benefits of these medications include decreased bleeding and pain with menstrual periods, reduced risk of gynecological disorders, endometriosis, pelvic inflammatory disease, and decreased risk of endometrial and ovarian cancer. A significant percentage of the contraceptive users in the United States use contraceptive for a reason completely unrelated to preventing pregnancy, such as regulating one of the medical conditions I just named. Insurance coverage of contraception is critical to ensure that people can access and benefit from contraceptive care. Unintended pregnancy rates are highest among those who are least able to afford contraception, particularly those who face additional barriers to accessing healthcare services, including economic instability and discrimination. The Contraceptive Access for All Act will put a stake in the ground and say that here in Pennsylvania, you and your health care are protected. Through this critical legislation, the people of Pennsylvania will be protected, and we will ensure continued access to the contraceptives they need to plan and space pregnancies and decide if and when to become pregnant, now and for future generations. Thank you again for considering this bill.
I just want to thank the maker of the bill for this important legislation and underscore the importance of access to contraception for non-pregnancy related health care. Women, I've personally had issues and I have daughters and know so many women that have needed this contraception coverage over the years for things that were not pregnancy related. So it's so important. So thank you so much for this legislation.
Comments from any other members? Seeing none. Madam Chair, are there any negative votes on the bill?
All Republicans will be voted no, and I will be voting
Thank you, and I can report that all Democratic members will vote yes. Consequently, the bill is reported by a vote of 14 to 12. Any other business before us? I don't believe so. There being no further business, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.